Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious host, Dragon's Fury and Infernal Drake.
Hope you're all doing very well.
Hope you're hydrated. Hope your week is pleasant and good and not crap. And if it is crap, we hope that this episode will help lift you up out of the mud of whatever there may be going on. Otherwise, strap in. We have a lot to cover, and I have confused Infernal already.
No, I have no idea what the frick he's going to talk about.
So, first things first, new. We have new Apex season that dropped today of this recording. So, it will have been about 3 days upon this going live. It's great.
I died a lot.
Yeah, he died a lot. He hasn't played Apex for at least 4 seasons. And,
Really?
yeah.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Oh, shit.
There's been at least... Yeah, there's been at least 4 addition of characters that you didn't play when they dropped. So,
I
you've
only
been gone a
remember
while.
I don't remember the one.
Do you remember Newcastle dropping?
Yeah.
When he dropped?
Yeah,
Did
I was
you
there.
play when he dropped?
Maybe not when he dropped, but I played the following.
So 3.
Yeah.
So all sorts of new stuff, new Broken Moon, new perks, new quality of life, new legend. There is just many things for all of those who are Apex players. Hope you are enjoying all the newness and what things that have been changed for the better. The inevitable shenanigans that are going to come of this, because we can't keep nice things nice, and that is that. And we have the MSI tournament is full force right now. We have day 1 of the regular bracket was very early this morning, and it is off to a wow of a start. Play-ins were very sketchy. And it looks like brackets are going to be just as sketchy, and I don't see it getting real serious until maybe tomorrow, or more so of when the upper bracket games start.
Yeah, how have the games been? It's been
Play-ins were, like I said, sketchy.
Okay.
It was, a lot of them were one-sided.
Yeah, it's been rough for me to catch it because it's been quite busy these days.
And so, yeah, it is. So, long story short, play-ins were a joke. Because... So, T1 had to do play-ins mainly because I think they lost to Jin G in this season and took second, so they didn't get the guaranteed spot. So they had to do play-ins for the region, which is a guaranteed shoe-in because T1's the greatest. So... And Jin G's literally the only one that has ever and can ever stop them. And frankly, it's usually because T1 is just on some fuck shit. So I don't even think fully it's that Jin G is, like, actually better than them. It's just, like, they get lucky. And so... And unfortunately, with MSI being an international tournament, all of the big 3... is essentially the best way to put it. So Korea, China, and Japan. Everyone else really doesn't compare if they have to go up against them. It's really a lot of like silver lining copium that you have to look at it with, being like, oh, we were good enough to get this far, and we're good enough to hold whatever amount of our own against these top dogs, like giant behemoths of players. And that's about it. Because there was no chance otherwise. It really was just the fact of, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
It's like the people who go to the Olympics and they're not one of, like, the majorly watched, like, countries, like, in, like, the top 10. Because they couldn't even compete, and they knew that. But it's still, hey, we're still good enough to make it to the Olympics, which is a feat in and of itself. So I'm not trying to detract from that achievement of making it to MSI. It's just having to start your possible like journey of the tournament
against like one of the top dogs. That's
against one of the, like, you're already at a disadvantage because it's a double I think it was a double elimination play in, so you still had a chance, but like if you already are down a chance if you have to go against one of like the top people, like, where it wasn't hopeful. I think there was one play-ins match that went for all 3 games.
Oh wow.
I could have missed one prior. Like, fact check me if you need me, if you need to in the comments, or however long into the future it is. Go back into the past, etc. But yeah, all of the ones I've caught were like 2-0s, and that was that. So I don't know how many actually went all 3 where it was a 1-for-1. I want to say maybe this morning was a 1-for-1 that went 3 as well.
There was a 3-game on Saturday, which was Loud versus Gam, and then Top versus Fnatic.
So 2.
No,
3. 3. It would have been 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because FlyQuest and PSG were the other ones.
That is it. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
That's Zuko being a pain in the butt. So
Zuko, you've already eaten.
That's not what it is. He's yelling obscenities out the window.
That too.
And so in a lot of these weird strategies were being done. So they were doing so many lane swaps. So many. And it really was always the team that was more than likely going to win that was pulling that off, because they were like, oh, let's just do a lane swap, because even though we're more likely to win this overall, we don't want to deal with the laning phase of the enemy matchup. And so there was a lot of like switching, this, that. It was just one giant like clusterfuck, to be honest. Like, a lot of these games were very disappointing.
Yeah, because like if you do too much, if you do too much lane swapping, like you're losing time in lane, giving the other team chances to get gold and get ahead.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's not what was happening. All of the lane switching was for them to have better matchups, so no one could actually do anything. So they were too busy either. Well, yeah. So for example, they would do bot lane would end up top, and vice versa. So you would have, say, like a Scion in the bot lane just smacking anyone who got too close while the wave's pushing, but he has huge clear. So they really couldn't even assault the tower 2v1. But up top, you have, the ADC and the support just completely zoning out the top laner because they're either like a tank or like a bruiser. You can't 1v2 that early. You lose it. So now they're out. Whatever XP that bot lane is getting more than the top ones because it's being split. The top laner is still getting solo XP, solo gold, and now he's ahead of the top lane, and the bot lane top laners now have gotten kills and assists, so they've gotten gold from that, and have gotten like plate gold because they can't be contested. It was a disaster for anyone on the receiving end. I get it. I'm happy that things were switched up, but I don't like how it was done, in the sense of they're not doing it because it's a viable strategy because the other team is going to be a problem. It's like a cheese strategy. It's like Singed as a strategy. Like, you can't do diddly shit about it. Like, he gets back there behind your tower, and that's that. You just have to accept the fact that this motherfucker is dancing between your turrets. And you can't chase him down because you will just get poisoned to death.
Yeah, can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it. So, the actual brackets have been better. So, I'm very excited of how that's going. There's very, very slim, scary hope for NA. We only have one team, and it's Liquid. And they dropped the ball wouldn't even be a good explanation. Like, it was... I remember seeing it, the casters, like, one of the titles was TL's Zoo of a Comp. Like...
That's okay.
Yeah, do you know how bad you have to do for someone to call your comp a zoo?
Yeah, literally there is no organization at
Yeah, it was... Whew. Yeah. Yeah. It was rough. For
yeah,
me and
I see,
all that
I
may
see
be
Liquid.
inception in that. Definitely, like, I'd say watch it to see, like, why they said that. Just for, like, just for information purposes. But, like, dear God, it's not for entertainment. Not at all.
Yeah, I see Liquid did not win a single game, so they've only
No,
had one match so far, but still.
yeah, that one match, and it was a freaking stomp. They're already in the lower bracket. And obviously the first game, like, someone is going to be immediately in the low bracket, but, like, they put themselves there. Now, it's not to say that they can't go through the lower bracket and make it to the finals and win it all. Doubt it. But it's still, a thing.
They can at least try
double elimination. Yeah, it's double elimination, so it works out on that front. But, yeah.
It's like, because I would like to see NA do well one of these years, but it's asking a lot.
Like I said, all those episodes ago when we were doing, like, the league season of, like, the show, NA is Miss Chim Chim put it the best, and shout out to her if she ever hears this. Miss Chim Chim, yes, it's someone I follow.
That's a great name.
She's great. Yeah, love her. She put it the best. NA is trying to outdo the playmakers. NA looks towards the other leagues for the different metas, the different, strategies, the different, plays and all of this, and then try to use those same strategies and plays and combos against the people who wrote them and expect to do better than them.
Yeah.
That's NA's downfall. NA does not have the means to create a meta for themselves that is able to compete with what the other leagues come up with. And the other leagues, they, like I've said before, the pros play a different game entirely. No. But the Zuko, baby, calm down. The massive amount of it is that these guys are creating, I wouldn't say exploits, but, like, new ways to really maximize a particular part of, like, a champion or a particular part of the game, where it's like, oh yeah, like, if you do, this combination of items when you have, like, this dragon, you're going to steamroll. Or if you combine these two champions in, like, this quote-unquote off-meta pick, you're going to be able to create this scenario and situation that is nowhere in anyone's mind otherwise than, like, oh, this is a thing now. But there's like, oh, yeah, you would have never thought of that otherwise, because unfortunately, NA is kind of stuck in the norm of, like, okay, these are the people who are in the top lane. These are the people who are in the mid lane. These are the people who do best in the bot lane, which is fine, because that's ultimately what all of us are doing for the most part. But LCK and LPL, they're looking at these characters and they're like, hey, how do I create the most optimal results for myself? Oh, hey, these two, champions have great synergy together. Let's run that. Let's see how that goes. Let's run it where, we're going to maximize this ability where it creates this, like, wall of, like, flesh that they can't really get through for everyone else to kind of, like, deal with. Or they're like, hey, let's go.
Way to put it.
It is a disturbing way to put it, but, like, that's essentially what happens. Is you'll get, like, these tanks that get so tanky to the point that no one can do anything. Even the tank, like, they're not, like, committing to the fight in the sense of, oh, hey, we're like trying to do peel damage or whatever. No, you're just in the way. But
You're just there.
you're so effectively just there, like you said, that it changes the whole game. NA doesn't have that mindset of trying something that is trying something that could go well, but it all comes down to like the skill and understanding of the game,
Like,
and I don't think NA will ever reach that.
NA is always trying to play catch up.
NA is the, what is it? It's gold and then, what is it? Diamond? Or is it
gold
emerald
and
now? It's gold and then...
Gold, plat, emerald, diamond.
Okay, so the low like rankings of NA are basically the gold players who are constantly having to deal with the next rank up, and then like the top of NA is like the bottom of like the upper echelon of like the challengers, essentially. It's kind of like how it goes through. Yes, you can hold your own. Yes, you can win against them. But the reality is that the challengers are way better than you, and you will never reach that level truly, no matter like how hard you try. Like, the game is going to keep you in that spot if you don't change your processing. And
yeah,
there's a lot more that goes into it as well, with, you know, like the coaches not being as like the coaches are not really creative in what they're saying, you know, to try. The players are having struggles with, you know, matching up with their new teammates and, you know, adjusting to, you know, this teammate, you know, clash of personalities, what have you. All this stuff plays into it, and like you said, NA's just playing catch up the whole time. I feel like we need to do we need to break up with the league for a little bit, go be single for a while, just really have like an internal thing, and
have one hell of an intervention.
Not like an intervention, but like a time of where they can develop as themselves, like kind of isolate themselves and like stop looking elsewhere for a solution and start like creating solutions for yourselves that work for you.
Self-exploration.
Self-exploration. That was a weird way of putting that. To the point where there's like, okay, you know, try these new methods, see how this goes, see how it works in solo queue when you're going against all these other people, whatever. Try it out on EU, right? See how it works on EU. Because EU is the closest in, like, competition to NA that you have, and then kind of, like, incrementally go up from there. And hopefully, maybe, if that happens, they'll be able to perform on the world stage outside of that copium silver lining of, hey, we were good enough to get to the world stage, and that's that. Instead of it being, hey, we got to the world stage, we are actually a threat.
Yeah.
But I digress from all of the fun league update rantings and whatnot. Now for the fun stuff. Sidebar update. There will not be a regular episode next week. I am having a friend of mine come visit me before he leaves the country.
Oh my god.
And so we will be recording content, but that content is only going to be available to those who are a subscriber on Spotify or a Patreon member. So if you want to get in on all the fun things and vlogs of whatnot, this is his first time in the States, so there will be all sorts of new experiences for him and what have you. And so we're going to have, you know, all sorts of kind of out and about vlogs and whatnot. So that will be available for our supporters of monetary value.
That's one way to put it.
Yes. We love all of our supporters. We just love our money supporters just a little bit more. That being said, today's topic is me. And yes, I understand that. That's a lot of MEs together. So I sent Infernal, and this is available for our subscribers, Patreon as involved. All of you have Discord access, so you will see this. I have provided 3 classic memes, and we will be discussing what would make you meme this. So first up, we have Kombucha Girl. And for the...
Oh, so that's what she was drinking.
Yes. And for those who do not know that meme,
like whenever I've seen that meme, I'm always just like, what is she drinking?
It was her drinking kombucha for the first time.
I mean, to be fair, that is the correct face when drinking kombucha because it is such a weird flavor.
So, that being the start, what would give you kombucha girl face? Or what has given you kombucha girl face? Let's not limit it to hypotheticals. Let's see if it actually happened. And everyone listening, please leave your stories of these various memes in the comments. I would love to read these. So yeah, what do you got for us? What do you got?
Well, I mean, for the first one, the first thing that came to mind was when I first played Yone. Because I'm just like, oh god, this is the brother of Yasuo. I feel disgusted playing him. Get Pentakill. What?
Yeah. So was that a satisfying what though?
I mean, yes, it was satisfying because that was like one of my first pentas.
Okay, so that was a, oh god, I feel dirty. Why am I doing it? Oh, I got a penta. This might be my man.
Yep, it's like I refuse to play Yasuo, but Yone, I'll play.
For me, it was the first time I drank Fresca.
Fresca?
Yeah. It is a interestingly tasting beverage. I would compare it in the lines of like LaCroix, but not as staticky.
Staticky.
LaCroix is just TV static in a bottle. And yeah, so it was a, I like these flavors. I like sparkling drinks. That first time I was like, oh god. And then it settled. And then it settled and I was like, okay. Acquired taste. Not something I do every chance I get, but definitely I don't hate it. Not even first burn. The flavors don't show up first. They're shy. So it's just the carbonation and the water. So that's what shows up first, and not together.
Why is it so spicy?
Why is it so spicy? Oh, that's right. So yeah, that was my kombucha. Now I know for a fact you have at least 4 instances that come to mind immediately when I say shut up and take my money. And they're probably looking you in the face as we speak.
As I look around and see my various figures I have ordered as soon as I saw.
So give us your top 2.
Okay, so just top 2 take my money?
Top 2 of shut up and take my money.
Okay, well the first one, and probably the one I'm the most proud of being able to get, was because I don't play as much anymore, but I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. And pretty much from the series, my favorite dragon was Stardust Dragon, and they finally released a figure of him. When I tell you my mouse was burning when I saw it, because I immediately pre-ordered that shit. Because trying to pre-order some figures can be a little tricky, but Stardust Dragon is one I'm very proud of. And then going back to League, just because that's technically what we're talking about as well. Spirit Blossom Ari.
All right.
Like the moment that they showed that skin, I was like, okay, well, here's my money. Here's a credit card. All of it, please.
I would like all of it. For me, it was Red Alert Mirage.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
It was a yep. That as soon as that I was able to get that skin bundle, it was a shut up and take my money. It was I wear that skin so much, and it really doesn't change unless it's like a theme
Event.
that I'm going with, and usually it's like holidays or like matching other people's. But Red Alert will stay on and has stayed on for the most of the time that I have played Mirage since I got it.
Now, I gotta ask, is there a Power Ranger one that made you just give all the money?
Rita Pop. When I
Okay.
finally found her. And for those who do not know, the
When
Rita
Rita finally showed
Repulsa
herself.
Pop was only from Hot Topic. Hot Topic was the only one to sell that. And it is the Rita Repulsa from the not so well received, for God knows reasons why, Power Rangers movie in 2010 something. I can't remember. I'm
I
terrible
think it
at
was like
time.
I think it was like 2018 ish.
Somewhere around there. Yeah, so I found her at a con, and I was just looking for through the pops in general and saw that they had a lot of them, and so I started scouring. I was like, hey, I am looking for this, because someone asked me. I was like, hey, when you look for anything specific, and I was like, yes, I am. And there she was, and so I bought her immediately. A close second to that was when I bought the whole set for BTS's Butter album.
Uh, oh Jesus, I forgot they have that.
Which I saw, and I was like, ooh, I want these. And then Mermaid helped me look and started looking around and found that all of the characters there. So I have the full squad of the Butter album pops of BTS.
Nice.
So that was definitely a shut up and take my money. Now that I think about it, there was a lot that happened in regards to merchandise of late. Well, not of late, but like in general. Now that I like think about it, especially like pop related. So I got a Kotsky rice cooker from Box Lunch recently.
What? The heck?
So that was it wasn't even a shut up and take my money. It's a here's my money.
It's just like, here you go.
So I'm not just blowing money though, because I needed a rice cooker. I needed a new one. And so
I mean,
we were just in Box Lunch, and we were just looking around, and we were just looking at various stuff, and I saw like a bunch of Naruto things, that being, one of my faves. And I saw like a Akatsuki, license plate cover, and I was like,
cool.
Support the breast cancer research, but it's starting to get faded and it's not really looking pink anymore. So I need something new.
Getting a little closer to white.
Yeah, it is getting closer to white. And so I was like, oh, who's this? And then I look over, and under some t-shirts off the wall, there it was. The Akatsuki rice cooker. I found the price, and I was like, I'm getting an Akatsuki rice cooker.
I am curious. Can you share with the class how much the rice cooker was?
I think it was like $40.
Yeah, not too bad.
Um,
Does every time you cook rice, it sound like Pain is about to do almighty push?
that would be so concerning. But I also that would be hilarious. No, it is a very quiet, calm, collected Itachi style rice cooker. It is here to get the job done.
So there's birds.
It is smooth, clean, collected rice. So, yeah.
And then you have all the butter pops just guarding it.
Well, the butter pops are behind my Naruto hollow, blocking Zuko from going through, or attempting to block Zuko from going into that window and yelling out obscenities.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
and the Duck Legion is attempting to block the other window, not successfully. Also, the Duck Legion has taken a casualty from
Oh, no.
Zuko. Zuko attacked one of the ducks and ate one of the beaks off. And
Oh,
so one of the
Zuko,
legions.
why?
It was the strawberry one too, which is the messed up part. So yeah, so one
The
of
actual
the
food one.
yeah, one of the Duck Legion members is wounded, not fatally, technically, because there's no insides to bleed out. But it is missing a
It loses
crucial
its
part of
squeaky
its
though.
face. None of them had squeak. It's just the menacing presence of all of the various colors, and then the kaiju.
They squeak in their hearts.
Yeah, and then then you send in the kaiju. Mr. Squish is still guardian of the Wi-Fi,
As he should be.
and he is being protected by my Naruto lamp.
No.
I don't know where the Ninja Turtle is though.
Oh, gee. Well, he's a ninja. I mean, that means he's doing his job.
Yeah. Now that I think, I really don't know where he is. Huh. All right, and we're gonna wrap things up with what I have so many of these, but I gotta remember one that's like top. A what did he say moment. And for those who know the meme, you know how he sounds. So we are looking for.
What'd he say?
Yeah, what did he say? That round, like those. I gotta see if I sent the video of the voice line to somebody, and I hope so.
I'm trying to think about a moment that's happened. Because normally it's like people say that when I say some stupid stuff. Ooh. Man, yeah, I'm having a tricky part. Yeah, you take this one.
I gotta find the thing because it was like recent, but there's like so many lines of like just like some of the like what did he say lines.
Yeah, I know. It's just like I know. It's like trying to think of like a specific moment that like that can come up. Because like you have to say some interesting and oriented shit.
Now I remember. Here was good. So the first time that I watched slash listened to Helsing Abridged, it's like I was 2 or 3 or was like,
yeah, I know that's a good one.
tell me who sent you before I have Walter here pill your dick like a banana.
What'd he say? Oh God, Helsing Verge is so good.
That was the one. I was like, I knew it was something I recently. I was like, it is the funniest. Like, what the fuck line.
Oh God.
Uh.
I feel like if from that same episode of the Abridged, like you can technically bring in the older brother when Alucard is just like, oh, we're saying level 9, level what?
Yep. It was like, yeah, it was like releasing restrictions on one level. What?
What is that?
The jobless reincarnation of. I wouldn't even call it an abridged, really. It was just more like an explanation video, kind of like dub over, and it was the cat chick, the swordsman.
Yeah.
When they like from like the first season, and it's the incantation of Emiya.
Yep. This isn't Unlimited Blade Works anymore.
I can't even get it out because it's just so funny.
Make Titty go burr.
No, so because it's not the full thing. It's I'm what is it?
I am the bone of my sword.
It's like, oh yeah, there's like, I am the bone of my sword, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Kitty go burr.
Just like, okay.
But yeah, that was that was one of those moments of what? What did she say?
Like, pretty much like that meme is great for like any abridged, because let's face it, abridged. Okay, let me actually add to that. Abridged and the dubbed of High School DxD.
Yeah.
Like those will make you question what they just said.
Yeah. So with
Issei.
with that, we will leave you guys. We hope you enjoyed the conversation, the hangout time. We hope the meme part of this episode brought you a little giggle here and there. Please share your meme me moments in the comments. Let us know in the Discord, what have you. Instagram, Twitter, to pigeon smoke signals, however you need to contact us. Let us know. We love the engagement. It's fun to have you guys a part of these episodes. So no regular episode, so we'll be back in 2 weeks, and in between there will be other stuff for our subscribers. So if you want to not be without us for 2 weeks, then hop on over to Patreon. Link is in the description. And thank you again.
Yep, see you all next time.